It was the last train of the night. Ashmere station was silent, the platform shrouded in fog. Faint yellow lights flickered above, barely cutting through the mist. Eleanor Marsh, a retired history teacher, stepped aboard the empty train, her satchel tapping against her coat. She picked a window seat, noticing only one other figure, a man in a long brown coat, face hidden behind a newspaper. The train pulled away, groaning into motion as it entered the black woods beyond the town. Eleanor settled in, lulled by the rhythm of the tracks. But then she heard it, a chime echoing faintly through the car. She blinked. The man with the newspaper was gone, and across from her now sat a girl, no older than 10, dressed in an old-fashioned school uniform, hands folded neatly in her lap. Her voice was little more than a breath. "You shouldn't be here," she said. Eleanor stared, confused, but the girl only raised her eyes, empty, distant, and added, "It's not your time." Then she was gone, just like that, not a step, not a sound, just gone. The train jolted, lights flickered, then went out. Eleanor stood and walked the narrow corridor to the conductor's car. No one was there. In fact, the entire train was still. No hum, no voices. Just a heavy, unnatural silence. She looked out the window. The trees outside weren't moving. They seemed painted. When she returned to her seat, the man in the brown coat was back. Newspaper in hand, head tilted just so. She hesitated, then asked aloud, almost to herself, whether he had seen the girl. The newspaper lowered. Her heart nearly stopped. It was Robert, her husband, gone now 10 years. He smiled gently and said, "Hello, Ellie." For a moment, everything tilted, her breath caught, her world unraveled. She whispered that she missed him, and he replied, "I know. But you're not supposed to be here." Confused, Eleanor searched her mind, and then it returned in a rush. The icy sidewalk, the slip, the blinding headlights, the crash. "I'm dead," she said, voice cracking. Robert only shook his head. "Not yet, but close." Then came the chime again. The girl stood at the end of the train car once more. "Last chance," she called softly. Eleanor was frozen. Her heart ached. Robert reached for her hand. It felt real, warm, familiar. "If you go back," he told her, "you'll forget all this. You'll forget me." Tears rolled down her cheeks as she whispered, "Goodbye, my love." Then, slowly, she turned and followed the girl. 1 year later, in a quiet rehabilitation center, Eleanor pressed the call bell by her bed. A nurse entered with a warm smile. "I had the strangest dream," Eleanor murmured. Or, maybe it wasn't a dream. The nurse didn't say anything, just nodded. That night, Eleanor thought she heard a sound outside her window. And in the shadows of the woods beyond, a man in a brown coat walked slowly out of sight, a newspaper tucked beneath his arm.